Hello YouTube, welcome back to Cryptbeards. You do not want to know what we were talking about, but you will probably find out. Right, so let's unpause the game and let these guys get back into the action of digging out our big fighting arena. That's what's going to be going on. Bit of, well, I'm just guessing that's what they're called. I mean, Fika file is gotta be wave depletion. Your emote game is pretty strong. You're on the ball when it comes to the old emotes, it has to be said. Yeah, I mean, I'm just assuming it's a Fika file, right? Like, you just put file on the end of someone when they're sexually attracted to something, right? Oh, God, hang on a minute. This really is getting into an incredibly dangerous piece of territory. Let's just let the joke, not even a joke, let's just let this strange topic of conversation die out and be gone. Come on, guys. Mine out this hole. Here we go. Now the miners are cracking. Look at them go. They're hacking through the stone like it's not even there. Like a knife through butter. Right, let's designate channeling now. We've got to be careful because we do not want to screw ourselves by making these holes in the wrong order. So, priority number 1 is going to be digging around the pillars, and then we'll slowly expand out from there. That is the plan. Okay, or here's a plan. Okay, so we're going to go priority number 1. So our first priority is going to be digging along this wall here. Okay, so all of these, priority 1. Huh? Okay, we've got to go down a floor. That makes sense. So all of these are priority 1. Bang. And then we want to go to the next priority and do another row. Boom. And then we go to priority 3, dig all those out. Then we go to priority 4, dig all those out, and that. There we go. And then priority 5, go across here, and across here, and across here. There we go. And then priority 6, why not carry on the trend and do this. This should avoid any horrible cave-ins and pratfalls, he says. Not entirely confident that he is correct, although still referring to himself in the third person in that weird way. Okay, there we go. Let's hope these channelings get done quickly. Otherwise we could be hanging around for a little bit too long, waiting for them to get them dug. How many floors down should we go? What's the consensus in chat? Do we think 5 or 6 floors is enough? How many have I already planned out? So this is floor 1, 2... Oh, wrong button. 2, 3, 4... What the okay, that's fine. Panicking there for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4... So that's only 4. We need to go down a bit lower than that. Now we've got the area designated as well. We can get rid of this to avoid any unwanted accidental diggings. Because accidental diggings are generally considered a bad thing. Cool, there we go. At least we know we're going to miss the cavern layer. That's the important thing. Sippy, sippy, coffee, coffee. Although 1:20 is probably not the ideal time to be sipping coffee, he says, now unable to pronounce words properly. Let's take a little look at the Discord. Well, I will anyway. You guys don't need to. Oh, I see. Fuzzy Logic posted that link he was talking about to the scythe thing. Good, good. Oh, and I've got some... notification from Vehement's Discord as well. Oh, very exciting. So anyway, that's enough. That's enough looking at the Discord. Let's go back to the game. What can I see? Oh, they're on the 3rd row. They're not doing too badly at this, are they? They've probably got a few bits and bobs. Yeah, they've got 2 more squares that need to be dug out here, but they're at priority 4, so they won't get done immediately. But we should be okay. Should be okay. This method seems sensible. Just putting all the digging orders in rows so they dig it out, and then I plan to leave this slope here, and we'll have a big old slope going down to the bottom on this side, and then we'll remove that after the fact once we've got an exit point. I'm thinking maybe we should have a floodgate controlled exit point out into the caverns, maybe. No, let's go deeper. Let's go all the way down. Oh, I don't know, how deep do we want to go? That's the thing. Oh, well, we'll just keep digging until it feels right. That's the best way to go about it, isn't it? I mean, we could actually put a lip of floor around the whole thing so nothing can climb out regardless of how deep it is. But then we do have the problem that things might go under the lip and not be visible to our dwarves. And although I don't think there's actually any mechanic that from which they will benefit from the fighting arena, I feel like we need to at least pay some lip service to RP, right? We have to at least give our dwarves some sort of substance to the thin veneer the game presents us with. I say a thin veneer, it's actually a fairly substantial veneer. More of a facing, even. Oh, come on, guys. Diggy, diggy. Get your holes done. We've got a petition. Let's have a look and see what this petition is. The Boards of Simplicity wishes to reside in Steel Fortress for the purpose of entertaining citizens and visitors. Sure. Is that a band? Probably is. But we'll just let them join anyway. Let them come in and play a bit of music.
I can hear music. Sweet, sweet music.
Right, let's let them start digging this row out. And then once that's dug, in fact, if I say designate channel, there we go, and we set this to priority 1. Now, here's an idea. We'll just take all these priority 7s that are left and we'll make them priority 1. Ha! Such cleverness, such self-congratulation, such modesty. Let's head over there. There's 2. Then we do priority 3. Boop, 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 boop. Not too far. There we go. Priority number 4. And then we leave this one here as a ramp. And then on the next floor down, we leave this one. 4. In fact, actually, if we go down one more floor and say priority 5. There we go. Priority 6. Oops, a daisy. Priority 7. There we go. That should keep us ticking over nicely. Keep digging, my dwarves. Keep digging. We don't want to get confused like we did with the pit for the drawbridge. That ended up being a horrible mess. This is going to be a beautiful mess. Truly beautiful. We've actually now made it impossible for us to smooth the sides of the pit. But to be honest, I don't think it needs it. There's going to be dirty business going on down there, so we don't need smooth walls, do we? We can have dirty, rough walls. Some migrants have arrived, despite the danger. Have they heard of the vampire? There's, 2? 3? Oh, is that a lasher? Somebody's come along with lashing experience, and there appears to be an elf as well. What are you? You're a mace dwarf. Okay. Axe dwarf. Hello. We appear to have a few military lads turning up. This could be interesting. This could be very interesting indeed. And they keep coming, look, and they all appear to be armed and armoured. Human spearmen. Wait a minute. Humans coming in a migration wave? Elves? Oh, got to be a Mark's dwarf, right? No. Human spearmen. What's all this? My God, they do like that in their children roam free, don't they? Anywhere there's the slightest bit of danger, they're like, "Go and play, little tourist. Don't worry about the spikes. Any wounds you get will only make you tougher. I'll kill you." I don't know why they have this strange, wizened old lady voice, but, hey, why not? Needs farming fields, construction inactive. Intriguing. I wonder why. That's odd. Actually, thinking of fields, let's just quickly check our cavern. There we go. That's what I'm looking for. There we go. Oh yeah, they started growing stuff. Plump helmets down here, I believe. It's good, isn't it? It's nice. Nice having plump helmets available. And we're pulling fish out of the water as well, so that's good. So up to the surface. French Foreign Legion. Well, I'm not entirely sure what the context of that statement is, but if you provide me with a little bit more detail, I'm sure I'll understand. I've probably said something that definitely warrants that as a response, but me being me, I have forgotten what I said, and therefore now made myself look like a bit of a buffoon. Negebzo Osnunos, Goblin Poet. Okay. Presumably I gave them leave to stay, so presumably I have to put up with that. In fact, now we've had the migration wave, let's just quickly check to see if anyone else is coming. Looks like they've all gone. We'll quickly pause the game. Going to wall off the cavern edges of map. That might be a good idea, Clay Cree. I might do that. Although it's not going to stop flyers unless I engage in a very elaborate multi-level wall building scheme, which is not totally out of the question. That might happen. Anyway, where was I? Let's go over to Dwarf Therapist. Let's have a little look at Dwarf Therapist. Hello. And see what's going on. So we had 145 dwarves with 39 children and 5 babies. Let's have a read. Delete the word endoc from that field as well, because I don't really know what that's doing. That might be having an adverse effect on the information flow. We now have 155 dwarves. Several more... Is it more children? I didn't note. Oh well. Let's go and look and sort by migration wave and see who the noobs are. Anybody interesting joined us? Let's take a look. The last migration wave was 12 dwarves. 1, 2, 3 of whom we can actually give orders to. We have had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 poets. Ah, shit. Right, let's sort by profession. So we've got 7 poets, one bard, a child. What's this? Clerk, pump operator, glazer. Oh dear. What a shit show. Let's have a look at the military abilities, see if they're any good. Well, where were all those people with weapons that we were seeing appearing? We've got one person who is a spear dwarf. Well, Asob, you're probably going to end up being drafted into the military. Asob Feb Tangak. Sure. Maybe there were some traders turning up. That could have been it. Could have been caravans. I like to put fortifications near the cavern edges so it doesn't completely stop forgotten beasts and lets Marks dwarves shoot any that show up. That's not a bad idea, actually. Build a little fortified shooty post. Not that we have any Marks dwarves trained yet. Maybe I should actually get on that. Start thinking about it. 8 kills. 8 goblins. Dema Penagli. Penagli? Ricourt Quelleverta. Semreniarxatan? Okay, so these guys have been killing gobos pretty seriously. The previous migration wave actually got a bit of military history, but no skill. Well, a little bit of skill, but not much. Holy shit, considering our fortress must be absolutely full of bards. Are these all the people that I accepted the petitions for? Because I'm a little bit narked that I can't give them any orders. Especially the doctors who've turned up. It would be nice if they'd actually work for us. But still, never mind. Well, of the 3, that we can actually provide with orders, what do? Do we, well, one of them can get drafted. I could build a new military squad and start them training. Does feel like about time to start building up a second squad, doesn't it? Not that we should discount the vampire squad, even though that is only 1 vampire at the moment. Okay, let's go back to Fortress. Let's go back to Fortress and unpause the game. I'm going to check to see if we've got any traders at the trade depot, because we might have. I don't think we have. Just lots of stuff. Hang on a minute. Oh god, Filthy, you've been sitting there in the trade depot for ages when there's no one there. I do apologise. How rude of me, leaving you languishing there. It's basically unforgivable. Right, let's have a look at what we've got. Oh, I can't really do any digging out, can I? I was going to go and look at the old industrial zone stockpiles, which are looking very full now. We need more furniture stockpiles badly. Very badly indeed. Very badly. My thought was to start building out stockpile rooms down here, or maybe down a floor. But what the hell? A spattering of troll blood. A pool of Korud plunge sweeten. And a smear of Korud plunge sweeten. Doesn't sound like Korud plunge sweeten has done very well fighting the troll. He appears to be in a puddle and smeared on the walls. Suboptimal outcome, I'd imagine. I'm sure there was booze from the trade there, so it's no problem. That's true, yes. There's plenty of booze up there, so you wouldn't have been dehydrating.
Everything is fine.
So, we have got rid of the dining room here, right? Oh, that means we can put more tables in the new dining hall. Here we go. Brilliant. Build table. How many tables have we got? Loads. Loads and loads and loads of tables. Let's start placing them down here in 2 enormous, beautiful rows. There we go. Not there. No. There we go. Table. That's the ticket. That's what we're looking for. Still got a few left. 3. So 2, and then do I put another table? You know what? Let's keep some symmetry. Let's keep it looking symmetrical because, you know what? We have designed this entire room for beauty and for the aesthetic pleasing of dwarves. 7, so 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and then there's 1 throne left, which is going to break the symmetry again. Terrible. But that's some space in our furniture stockpiles moved on, so that's good. What else have we got here? What else can we move? We've got cabinets, we've got anvils, we've got slabs. We have got to memorialise a few lads, haven't we? We've been lucky so far, no ghosts, but I don't think we can make that last forever. Did Scoundrel just miss a vampire kill notification? Wait, there can't be a vampire. Oh, we got another vampire. I think I did miss it. Alerts? Nuka Citrus, the cook! He was good at cooking as well! Shit. Okay, time to put our detective hat on and head over to therapist. Hello again. Sorry to meet you in such solemn circumstances. Okay, so let's look at the military screen and see who has an enormous amount of kills. And if not, then we're going to have to look at anyone? Plutonium Jesus, but that was all goblins. It just feels like a vampire would have a more varied murdering resume. 5 kills. They're chinchillas. Again, this one's killed an elf. That's fuzzy logic. Well, good on you, fuzzy. Okay, so no one is obviously a vampire here. They must have gone incognito. Actually, how old is Plutonium Jesus? That's a good question. How old is Plutonium Jesus? 134 years old. So that's still within the realms of dwarven normality, right? Let's look at Claycree. How old are you? Oh, you're 102. I think that might be lies, actually, because there's a few 140-year-olds, 22, 94, 2 years old. They're all children. 18, 148, 30, 152. So it doesn't seem like that's ridiculously old. Let's look at social skills. That's a dead giveaway. Other skills. Is this social? Yeah, okay. So let's not sort them by migration wave. And let's just see. Got any good appraisers? No. Oh, hang on. Yes, of course. Filthy's good. These guys have a few. Where's Claycree? Surely Claycree should be... Oh, no, hang on. We're sorting by these kind of skills. Let's look at comedian. Filthy's a level 12 comedian. Amala here has a lot of skills at 11. Then again, so does Nidella. What about these skills? Pacifist, pacifier, sorry, consoler, speaker, poet. I don't know. Yeah, Filthy, poor old Nuka Citrus. I wonder if he'll find out. I wonder if he'll come by and see the terrible story. We'll give him a new one if he turns up. Did you just see someone 700 years old? Maybe. Can we sort them by age? Attributes? Roles? Animals? Social alt? Traits? No age in there. Health. No. Attributes. That's we already looked. Did we already look in there? Weapons. Obviously not. Military, all animals and roles. Sorting by appraisal. Okay, let's go to other skills. Sort by appraisal. So Filthy, 82. 694. Icky. 639. Oh, hang on a minute, they're both elves. Yeah, elves. They're all elves. Why do we have so many elves living in our fortress? Maybe I should be getting rid of elves. Let's have a quick look at our fortress and see who we've got. Roles? Does that work? Oh, here we go. We can sort by race. There we go. So we've got 172 dwarves, 6 elves, 2 goblins, 1 hamster man, and 19 humans. Let's quickly look at the labour screen when we see these. Basically, in fact, not basically, none of them will do any labour for us. So maybe it makes sense to start kicking some of these fools out. Maybe my petitions have been too generous, because these people are taking up a lot of the fortress, and the elves are all very old, making it quite difficult to spot vampires among them, if there ever are any. Ricote Leatheredpuce is 906 years old. Holy shit, what about the other skills? Let's take a look at his other skills. Is that him? There he is. Comedian, conversationalist, quite the poet, musician. Not that great at writing or climbing. I'll let the hamster man stay. No, that's not a problem. I mean, I may even let the gobos stay, because we have been attacked by goblins, but I feel like goblins less offensive than elves. I mean, let's look at their roles again. Let's have a quick look. Minimise the dwarves again. Bard, poet, performer. I mean, praying to Ricote, listening to a story, drinking, listening to a story, sleeping, listening to a story. I am fairly certain that we'll keep the goblin poets, we'll keep the hamster man bard, and we'll keep the humans as well. But you lads have got to go. Enor, Ricote, Amala, Mimale, Nidella, and Icky can get the fuck out of here. Excuse me, I can't exile them from here, can I? What was it? V something P? Let's head back to the game. I've got these lads over here. I've got my eye on them, and we'll see what we can do about expelling the elves, because I don't feel happy about having these lads knocking around. Then we'll find the vampire. Pause the game first. So it's V. Oh, okay, we have to find the individuals. That's not a problem. So the first one we're looking for, I'll head over to Dwarf Therapist and get a name. Enure, E-N-U-R-E, fucking elf names. E-N-U-R-E. So we'll find them first. I believe if we press U, that'll take us there. And Q, E-N-U. There he is. Elf Bard. Socializing. Okay. So view unit. There we go. That's wrong. We don't want that. Press escape. Can I zoom to them? Z, go to unit. Bang. There we go. So we're on them. And now we can expel them. E for expel. Goodbye. You're gone. Okay, so who is next on the metaphorical chopping block? Not, I must point out, a literal chopping block. The next one is Ricote Quilelevita. Okay, let's look for Ricote. That's the wrong screen I clicked on. I'm back again. U, Q, E, C, is it Echote? No, it's not. Sorry, I have to go back to the therapist and take a look. It was Ricote. Okay, Ricote. R-I-C. There we go. The elf bard. Let's zoom to them. Expelled. Good. Okay, where do we go next? Back to the therapist to look for the next one to expel. Amala Amiyarena. Okay, I'm sure we can find that one quite easily. There can't be that many Amalas in the place. We aren't that elf heavy. U-Q-A-M-A. There we go, look. Amala, the elf poet. Z to zoom. E to expel. Enter to confirm. Let me go back to the therapist. I'm going to do a quick refresh while I'm here. We now have 3 elves remaining. The next one is Mimale, or Mimale. I'm not sure. Let's say U. Let's say Q. M-I-M. There we are. The elf poet. Z. There are no dwarves living here. What? Okay. Let's try that again. Q, A, M, A. No, it wasn't Amale anymore. We've got rid of them, haven't we? Shit. Mimale. M-I-M. Mim. So, M-I-M. There we go. Z. Wait, what? U, Q, M-I-M. Definitely the one. Z, go to unit. There we go, we found them. I must have been pressing the wrong key. Expel. Goodbye, Mamale. Who's next to be expelled? Nidella. N-I-D-E-L-A. So, let's look for you. U, Q, M-I-D. There we go. We'll press Z to zoom to you. And E, enter to expel. Goodbye. Don't come back now. Let's have a little look at the therapist again. And the final one is Iki Awemeriqui, who is currently meditating on nature. Oh, isn't that typical? U-Q-I-K-I. There we go. Let's zoom to the lad, or lass, depending. I don't really care. E, enter, goodbye. Iki Apes shocked. You're gone. You're out of here. Okay, so now we've removed all the elven taint from our fortress. Let's quickly refresh my list and see what other races we have. Looking good. It's just goblins, hamster men, dwarves and humans now. We're all good. We're all good. What was I doing? Looking for vampires. Yes, let's go back to the therapist. Hello again. And continue our search for the immortal bastard. Well, let's quickly go through the humans, because they don't live that long. 98? Suspicious, but not necessarily. 92. We've got some old humans, but not outside the realm of biological likelihood. 98. See, once they start topping 100, I would worry. Okay, so they're gone. Nothing in there. Is the hamster man a vampire? Seems unlikely. He's 39 years old. If he is, he's not a very old one. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. A 589-year-old goblin who is 11 in pacifying, comedian, judge of intent, negotiating, lying, great weaponsmithing, poetry, speaking, professional teacher, novice writer. I think we've found our vampire. I think Ngebzo Osnunos is the vamp. He can't be drafted, so we can't put him in the military. What do we do? Do we just banish him? Does that work with vampires? Can you just banish them? Do goblins live for a ridiculously long amount of time? Is 589 old for a goblin? I feel like goblins would live shorter lives than elves and dwarves, right? They seem like the kind of creatures that might live shorter, nastier lives. Okay, let's check the military screen. No kills. But he could be hiding the fact that he's a vampire. If he's under incognito. Goblins are immortal. Well, Isaac 7. That changes the situation somewhat, doesn't it? That makes things a little bit clearer. So, suddenly, 589 years doesn't seem that suspicious after all. So let's turn our gaze away from the goblins and head over to the dwarves. What have we got here? 85 years old? 114? I mean, I really wish I could sort them by age. Is there a way of doing that? What's this little button do? Select a group from the drop down to the right to group the display. Oh, I've already done that. Oh, I can sort them by age. Oh my god. So, 1-year-old, not a vampire. Baby, not a vampire. 2 years old, not a vampire. 3, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 to 19, 20 to 29, 30 to 39, 40 to 49, 50 to 59, 60 to 69, 70 to 79, 80 to 89, 90 to 99, 100 to 109. Clay Cree is in that category. That's interesting because he is definitely a vampire. We caught him before he went into hiding. I know, Clay Cree. Well, I mean, the evidence seemed to be there, but let that be a lesson to everybody. Sometimes it is fake news. Let's scroll right down and see who we've got. So we've got the goblin who could feasibly live that long. And Zan the dwarf, who is 160 years old. A great musician, a proficient clothier, a skilled teacher. Let's take a look at old Zan's other skills. Where are you, Zan? There we go. He doesn't... I mean, for somebody who's 160 years old, he doesn't seem to have picked up any skills, really. He seems, in fact, to have very few. What about this lad here? Cubbuck. He's, what, 152 years old? A level 14 observationist. Still, you'd expect more skills across the board, wouldn't you? Vukar? Legendary observer? I don't know. No one's really sticking out as being incredibly old. I mean, these... Like, Zan, certainly, on the very end of the spear, but... I mean, he doesn't have the skills to be a vampire. 160 is pretty old for a dwarf, says Isaac 7. Well, you have been the bearer of good information very recently, so maybe I should trust you. And maybe we assign Zan to the vampire military squad. What do you reckon? Maybe we've got just loads of vampires and I just don't realise it. Maybe it's like, what's it? Santa Clara? What's the place in the Lost Boys called? Cry, little sister. Oh dear, the Lost Boys. What a movie. Maybe there are. Maybe we... I mean, what's the average life expectancy of a dwarf? Because we do have a lot of we have a lot of centenarians. And I mean, these guys, everything above here is like a century and a half. I mean, that's pretty geriatric, I would say. Pretty geriatric. Dwarf. Age child at 1, adult at 12, max age 150 to 170. Check the justice screen and see if there are any witnesses. Ah, look at you. You've clearly played this game before, quite a bit, because I always forget the justice screen. Let's go back to the fortress and try this suggestion out. Let's see what happens. So, justice. Excuse me. Going for day-to-day quotes there. Where is the justice screen? Looking at the list here. Announcements, building, reports, civilizations, designations, set order, unit list, job list, military squads. Z, status, okay. Z, yes, justice, there we go. So, murder of Stackard Udil Rovod, the farmer. Okay, witness, he says he found the body. 4 people found the body. No one appears to have witnessed the kill. Same. Oh. Vehamut was accused of murder. Nish, Fettercroll, Anubis and Blade. 3 namies. Oh my goodness, 3 namies pointing fingers at Vehamut, who went mad. So actually, he may well have been... Actually, the disorderly conduct sounds right. We might need to have him punished. We might need to have him caged or something. But we haven't got a justice zone yet. I was going to do that, wasn't I? If only we weren't so absorbed with this combat pit. Maybe we can take a sidestep and just make ourselves a nice little prison somewhere. So, what have we got here? Murder. Witness. Oh, found the body. And someone accuses the mayor. Kib Rebathimel. Well, if Az is accusing a lot of people, then that's a sign that they might be a vampire. Found the body. Violation of production order. What? Oh, for God's sake. So, witnessed, so Ral found the body. I don't think it's any the clearer. I don't think we can safely accuse anyone of this vampirism. Ah, Vehamut. I think you may well get to be the first prisoner, because unfortunately your mind has broken like a twig under the foot of a horse. Well, hoof. Do horses hooves? Are they feet? I suppose they must be feet, right? I mean, they're sort of toenails, but I mean, they must comprise of... Anyway, getting sidetracked here. We need... I didn't exile Vehamut, did I? Because he wasn't harming anybody. Or did I? We might have exiled you, Vehamut. But you can have a second if you want. If you want to pick a second dwarf, that's not a problem. Once people have been exiled or killed, we do allow sequel namings. That's not a problem. It's not like we don't have the throughput of dwarves to supply enough. I mean, how many viewers have we got? Like 10 maybe? Let's have a little look. 17. I mean, even if everybody in chat had not picked a dwarf yet, we could give everybody 2. That's how many we've got. Anyway, Vamps accuse others. That's right, Isaac. But I'm not seeing a lot of accusing from the same people. That's the thing. Here, everybody's accusing Vehemat, and it's disorderly conduct, not murder. So, I mean, it kind of makes sense. But the only person to accuse... But the other one's a dwarven child. Do we have child vampires? Has the situation in the fortress got so dire that child vampires are being spawned? Am I keeping the goblin? Yeah, if you want to be the goblin. What, the really old goblin? You can be the really old goblin if you want. I believe he's a poet or something in that kind of vein. Oh, hang on. More people are witnesses here. Okay, can I... It says more at the bottom. What? Ah. A lot of people found the body. But only Az is giving us any kind of suggestion that he thinks it could be anybody. Right. I'm going to check Az and Kib. Let's give them a look. Let's head over to the therapist and give them another look. Hello. Also, this is a perfect time for renaming of dwarves. Are Ab and Kiz either of them in the high age ranges? No. Okay. Search Ab. Ab, was that his actual full name? Am I going crazy? Az, not Ab. Az. Okay. So A-S. Az. There he is. The only Az in the fortress. There he is. 9 years old. Unlikely to be a vampire, I think. Unlikely. And who was the other person? Kib, the mayor. Okay. Let's do a search for Kib. Excuse me. Rigothamal, was that his name? He's the mayor, the gem cutter. He is 116 years old, and he has an adept comedian. I mean, he's fairly old, but not ridiculously old. Kib, got a lot of good stats here. Strength, patience. He's got quite a high patience. Which you'd think would be a great feel for social relationships, good creativity. His strength is quite high as well. Actually, his strength is... we've got an 81 over here, so he's strong, but he's not freakishly strong. And vamps, that's true. Being elected to a role is a very vampire thing to have. Vehemat wants to take the goblin. I have seen child weir creatures, says Vehemat. Maybe. Let's just quickly give you the goblin. Give him the goblin. Let's sort by race. Minimise the dwarves. There we go. And you can be Old Ngesbo. Set nickname Vehemat. Vehemat. Aye. There we go. Vehemat 2. Committed. Good. Could follow the child to see if they go to drink booze. It's true. That's true. But the mayor does seem more likely. When did he come to the fortress? That's a good question. Let's see when he turned up. Migration wave. Okay, so he arrived in 735. There's been 1, 2... Oh, these are births. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 migration waves ago. I feel like he would have murdered before now, wouldn't he? I had a goblin once that started as an untrained soldier. He worked his butt off every day training and became a master fighter very fast. Well, neither of these gobbos can be drafted. They're both poets. So, not that that matters. I think when they come by petition, they're not allowed to join the military anyway. In fact, even the soldiers and such who've turned up, I've not been able to do. So what do we think? What's the consensus in chat? Do we think it's time to take closer measures on the mayor? He's currently fishing. God knows what he's doing fishing for. I mean, he's the mayor. He should be politicking it up. He's also our gem cutter. He should be all over that shit.
Very disappointing.
116 years old. I mean, he's got a lot of social skills. Follow the mayor. Let's do it. Let's do it. After about 2 years, the bards will petition to become citizens then. Oh, okay. But does that mean we can actually... Because none of my non-dwarven present inhabitants can be used as, set labours for them. Anyway, let's go follow the mayor. Kib Rigothamal. Let's go back to the fortress. I'll take you with me. There we go. And... let's find old Kib. Where are you? K-I-B. Oh, sorry. Q. K-I-B. There we go. Here's the mayor, and we will zoom to the unit. There are no dwarves living here. Have I got caps lock pressed? No. Escape. Return. Okay, let's try that again. U. Q. K-I-B. Oh. Right. Okay, yeah. Oh, I just added Z to the search. That was what was happening. Okay, I get you. So, Kib Rigothermal. He is currently there. So let's follow him and see how this goes. Unpaused. Where are you, Kib? I've lost him. Oh, there he goes. He's going up the stairs. We found him again. Okay, so he's heading up here. He's walking around. Oh, hang on a minute. Some of the mining's been cancelled now. I want to go and look at my fighting pit, but it's a little bit late. Alright, come on. Come on, Mayor. Show your true colours. Let us see your crimson thirst. We're probably barking up the wrong tree. We could be watching entirely the wrong person. But if he is a vampire, sorry, excuse me, he's going straight in the military. Mayor or not. Walking over the traps, heading down over those. We do need to get a justice zone done because otherwise we're not going to have anywhere to put those elven prisoners, are we? And those cage traps are going to remain a sore pain in the poo. Where's he going now? Down into the new fortress, okay. Or is he going to the caverns, I wonder? Maybe he's trying to find... Maybe he's having a lick on the walls there, covered in blood. He could be. Come on, where are you going? Taking your sweet time. He's going fishing again. He seems to be a keen fisher dwarf. Oh, someone... science has cancelled constructing a rock coffin. He's shaken. Why? Why are you shaken? Do we go and look or do we keep eyes on the mayor? I mean, how often is he supposed to go for a drink? He's sitting there fishing away, just waiting for his companion to fall asleep so he can drain their sweet, sweet blood. A bit of a Bela Lugosi impersonation there. Just in case you were wondering. Oh, Udib the manager is stumbling around obliviously. That doesn't sound good. I feel like we may need to get a new manager in. Okay. Okay. We should get some glass spiked balls on the way. Sorry, let's try that. JMQ. Glass spiked balls. So spiked green glass balls. Give me a perpetual order of those until we run out of the materials. Just get those balls moving. Claycree, locking away the mayor would be slightly detrimental in my experience because dwarves that want a meeting with the mayor will never complete that task and the mayor may get stuck trying to also complete the meeting. I see. So, that's a problem. Can we force them to elect somebody else? There's a good question. At least in my mind, that's a good question. It feels like a good question. It feels like a sensible question. The kind of question asked by inquiring minds. Masterpiece firelight mug's been made. He really is just fishing, isn't he? It seems to be his passion. It seems to be what he does. What we could do is watch the bedrooms, right? I mean, if we watch the... Excuse me. If we watch the bedrooms, we should be able to see if anyone's sort of lurking. Right? Because he's not draining anyone here. Vampires only drain sleeping dwarves. So, if... Why are my F keys not working? Hello? Ah, it's because we were following him. Okay, so if we go down to the bedroom level, presumably, when they get a thirst on... Wait a minute, is this a bloodstained wall? Naked mold dog. Is anyone? Lots of children. Very vulnerable to vampires. Very vulnerable indeed. Might be able to push someone else to be elected by finding a dwarf with high social skills and removing all their labours so they make lots of friends. That could be a good idea. Maybe we'll... what's this? What are you doing? Itigawa. Going to sleep? Okay, that's cool. Someone's just gone in here with the kids. No, not doing anything here. Carpenter. This guy's walking around a lot. Asked the poet, what are you pacing the hallways for? Let's give this guy a follow. He seems suspicious. No, he's leaving the bedrooms. Let's go back down here and watch. I mean, it might not even be the mayor, that's the thing. This guy is currently the only one I can see who's vulnerable to getting feasted on. If anyone goes in his room, that's a dead giveaway that we found our vampire. Mind you, there's kids in these rooms as well, aren't there? The rest of the... There we go, that one's liable to be popped open like a Capri Sun and drained. I don't know. Sitting here staking out the game is kind of slow moving, isn't it? I should be getting that fighting pit done. Who are you? Sota Inglesia, the human maceman. Oh, we've got this big... They're unlikely to feed in the dormitories because there's always somebody in there, so they're going to get spotted. What are you doing lurking here? And you? You're carrying a mug. We've got Eshtan and Sota. Suspect. Going to his own rooms, fine. Anubis. Prowling the halls, I see. Is this Eshtan's bed? This is Fuzzy Logic and Id's bed. What you doing there, Eshtan? What you carrying? Eshtan Bronze Dagger. Fish Dissector. Interesting. Interesting. What are you up to? Just having a look round the bedrooms, are you? Seeing who's about? Maybe you're looking for a drink? Trying to get somebody for a nightcap? Uh-oh. The forgotten beast, Lene Laforecki, has come. A towering, scaly scorpion. It has 2 narrow tails, and it squirms and fidgets. Its sky-blue scales are large and set far apart. Beware its poisonous sting. Ah, great. Poison. Just what we want. And it's turned up on the floor with all of our open pasture. Hooray! Brilliant. Well, as if vampires weren't enough of an issue. Time to deal with a forgotten beast. Where are you, forgotten beastie? I don't see you on the screen. Don't see you. Presumably it's at the bottom here somewhere. Oh, there it is. I see it down here. Look. There we go. Lene Laforecki. Sure. Lene the soaked morsels. Good lord. Let's have a little look at you and see what you're all about. No, we've already read that. That's fine. Okay, so how to respond. Let's take a look at the environment and see what's going on. Well, it's going to tear through our livestock pretty dramatically, I think. But they represent a kind of buffer. It should be slowed down. Now, it may become a moot point whether or not our mayor is a vampire, because he's currently one of the people closest. Okay, so I think what we need to do is first of all, we'll check to see if there's still food here. There is lots of food in this area, so it's not too bad if we have to call everybody in to this little, what's its face, burrow. In fact, let's do that right now. Let's go to the military screen, and then we'll go to alerts. Yes, and the civilians we will put on war. Yeah? And the laborious castles are going to be away from the vampire burrow. The night rippers are in the vampire burrow. That makes sense. Okay, that's cool. Active training. Inactive. Okay, I think we've put the civilian alert right. I think they're all going to flood up here, and there should be food to keep them good. That's fine. So, back down to, or back up, in fact, to our military. We should probably activate them. Let's take them to, where are we going to place them? Actually, didn't I already move them down here? No. Apparently not. This barracks has yet to be activated and is currently the playroom of children. Not optimal for a military facility, I'd have to say. I'm kind of expecting them to not have much combat ability, these little chaps, but that's okay. What we want to do is head down to the second cavern layer and place our military... Wait. Okay. Here? No, that's not going to protect anybody. We need to protect everybody by having them here in the entryway. So, squads. The laborious castles. Oh, we're missing a person. We might have to draft someone immediately. I don't even know if I've given them any weapons. This could be the end of the fortress, but we'll see. If it comes to it, we will attempt a Cryptbeards rush. With 140-odd dwarves, I think the Cryptbeards rush could be pretty devastating regardless of how powerful a Forgotten Beast is. Even with dusts and stuff, they're going to get a few hits in. Or at least, that's the goal. That's the ideal. Fingers crossed. So, where are we? There are laborious castles. We would like you to move to here. There we go. You're now stationed. Good. Okay. So, escape. Done. Down to the cavern layer. And let's go and follow that little bastard and see where he goes. So, my giant scorpion friend. What are you up to? Okay. Just hanging around. He's moving. Vehamut is dehydrated. Oh, of course he is. Of course he is. We didn't get rid of you. Wait a minute. There's 2 Vehamuts knocking around. I didn't expel him. Just give me a second. I'm going over to look at the nickname people. Nickname. Scroll up to the top. Well, fuck me. There are 2 Vehamuts in the fortress. One currently miserable and stark raving mad, and the other a goblin poet. You know what, Vehamut? The madness has gone to a degree where you've lost your memory, and I'm just going to get rid of old Vehamut name. Boom, there we go, and bingo. Now there's only one Vehamut. Ironically, Vehamut 2. Is that even ironic? Don't you think? Is it like rain on your wedding day? Anyway, sorry. Let's go back to following old Forgotten Beastie Poo. So he's having a little wander through the... he's tearing through those webs, isn't he? Completely unfazed. Please let everybody have headed off. Only livestock. Please only kill livestock. Have any of our dwarves remained down here? No, it does look like they've taken off. It's killing the shit out of our animals, but that... Should we send the military down to attack it here before it even reaches the surface? Seems like risky business. Do you think we've got time to get them down here and posted? Let's try it. Squad. Laborious castles. Move, and I want you to move to here. Okay. Space, resume. Let's see how it works out. I want them to gather together so they can all attack at once. The Forgotten Beast seems to be sated for now. It's just killed one animal or so. Maybe a few more. I don't know. It's killed something, but it seems to have calmed down now, so... Oh, it's wandering around. I think it's killed a llama. Oh, what's it going for now? Let's take a look at the combat reports and see how it works. Oh, hang on a minute. Combat report. Okay, Forgotten Beast is fighting. The Forgotten Beast attacks the stray alpaca, but he jumps away. Oh dear. What's this? The Forgotten Beast places a chokehold on the stray baby llama's throat with the Forgotten Beast's right pincer. Oh my goodness. Strangles the baby llama. Oh my goodness. What a beast. What a beast. I just saw... What's this? The Forgotten Beast bites the stray baby llama in the left rear foot and the injured part collapses. Okay, I am not looking forward to having my squad down here, but that's what they're for. So, you know, maybe they'll shine. Maybe they'll shine. Oh, ideal. Bring your baby. Why don't you? Seems like a good idea. And I told you to move. I told you not. I didn't tell you to run in, did I? Let's try again. Move to here. Bang. That's what we want. No, they fucking charge in without a care in the world, carrying their babies. Right. The combat has begun. The thing seems stuck. It's dead. Amazing. Amazing. Let's see who got poisoned, because inevitably someone got poisoned, right? I think. Let's deactivate the squad. Cancel station. There we go. Brilliant. Get back to your training. And let's go and look at the combat logs. Okay. The Forgotten Beast is fighting. A lot of blue text. I like it. Misses the wrestler. I like it. Misses the wrestler. Attacks the wrestler, but he jumps away. Misses. Okay, this is looking good. This is looking good. It doesn't appear to have made any hits. We appear to have got very... Oh, hello. Okay. This is the yak cow. That's not too bad. The Forgotten Beast strangles the stray yak cow's throat, tearing apart the hair. Oh. Stray llama's been found dead. Forgotten Beast misses the wrestler. This appears to be where the thing carries... where the combat actually gets met. Wrestler punches the Forgotten Beast in the right third leg with her right hand, tearing the fat and bruising the muscle. I like the idea that we sent down a ton of wrestlers, just burly dwarves, just stepping down there and grabbing the thing and tossing it around. Oh, thank you, Claycree and Filthy. Appreciate it. GG indeed. GG for me. The wrestler punches, bruising the muscle, tearing the fat and bruising the muscle. Do scorpions have fat? Do they have muscles as well? Actual true muscles, or do insects? Sorry, arachnids have something different. There's something to hit the wikis for. Somebody find out if arachnids have actual muscles or if they have some other mechanism for bending their limbs. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. So the Forgotten Beast charges the wrestler, collides with, knocks them over and tumbles them backward, and then misses. And then from down here, the beast falls over, and it looks like it's just a beatdown. All the way. They just pounded the thing. Yeah, look, and we start fracturing the chitin down here, look. The bard scratches the Forgotten Beast in the left third foot, fracturing the chitin and bruising the muscle. The force twists the left third leg. It's good. Lots of good killing. Yeah. Oh well, I think we can count that one as a success. In fact, oh look, the wrestler punches the Forgotten Beast in the abdomen with his left hand and the injured part explodes into gore. An artery has been opened by attack. I'm fairly sure that arachnids have a hemocell or some similar, circulatory mechanism rather than arteries and veins. But there you go. There you go. Okay, so panic over. Everybody goes off to do what they want to do. And by the look of things, nobody died. Let's just quickly check the therapist, just to make sure. We'll check our wounds. Hello. And where are we? Health. Sort by squad. Did anybody get wounded? Hello. Someone's got a dressing on. Someone needs a bone setting. He's probably the guy who got charged, right? Needs some sutures. Exhausted. That's not a problem. Ability to stand impaired. False ribs broken. It's just broken ribs. That's not too bad. False ribs. What are false ribs? Cannot stand, needs setting, unconscious. So Oddom got a beat down, but everybody else seems to have come out unscathed, which is nice. I should probably refresh these. Did I do that properly before? Ah, okay. Yeah, no, everyone else is fine. It's just Oddom who's had a bit of a bump, which is good. I know, something about the Cryptbeards rush really just works for me. I don't know why. Normally people would say, but you need weapons, scoundrel. You can't fight forgotten beasts with your bare hands. To which I say, ooh. Or at least my dwarves do. I say no such thing, except just then. So obviously I do. It makes me a liar. Oh, God. Anyway, enough of this. Let's go back to the fortress and see what goes on. Oh my goodness, I've been recording for an hour. We may be stopping relatively soon. Ah, what a lovely introduction. What does oost mean? It's a generic cry of distress in Dwarven, as far as I'm aware. There was a sound sense... Oh, we've had no music for the entire thing. There was a sound sense noise that went oost, oost, and it stuck, even though it hasn't been heard in quite some time. Okay, so, right, where were we? Let's just let the military get back. We didn't even lose all our livestock. I don't think we should get complacent. That was clearly just a shit forgotten beast. Who cares about crazy big scorpions? Look at all this vomit. We really do need to get everybody underground permanently soon, other than maybe a few farmers. What was the thing we were doing? My first dwarf was really just an empty shell of a dwarf. 'Tis the lonely life of a farmer. That's what it is. That's what it is. You were just farming for too long and that was it. You got bored. You snapped. You broke in two. You were psychologically cleft in twain. Okay. We've got to take everybody out of the burrow, haven't we? Military. I knew there was something that I needed to do. Alerts. There we go. Everybody can get back to their normal day-to-day activities, and we no longer have 68 idlers, which is good. Fantastic news. Excuse me. Anyway, now I've been distracted. Oh yeah, we need to make a justice zone. Let's do that quickly. Let's get a justice zone set up, and then we're all good. In fact, maybe we make it just down here. It's I? It's an actual zone, isn't it? A justice zone is an actual room. So if I say... No, it's not. Oh. I take a cage. No? Oh no, we need to place a chain or a cage as a building, and then around that we designate a justice zone, don't we? In which case, let's just find somewhere a little bit more fun. We could make the justice zone somewhere near the vampire. Maybe like a prison just off here, and then every once in a while we put a victim in the little room and let the vampire come in and drain them. Maybe. I mean, it's not the craziest idea, although that is very far away from the fortress proper, and it feels like justice should be kept internal, right? Internal justice. Justice. Sorry, I keep doing that, and unless you've seen the Day-to-Day or Brass Eye, whichever it was in, it's contextless madness. Maybe we could have the prisoners chained in the entryway to the throne room. Nah, maybe we'll just place them in the fighting pits for now. Ooh, they've done all the designations. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay, good. Let's quickly set some designations. Whoa. Calm down, scoundrel. Get to the top floor. There we go. So let's build. Is it J? Cage. Lovely. We'll put a cage in the corner over here. There we go. Copper cages, lead cages. Let's put a copper cage in there. And then once that's in place, we can set it as a justice zone, but not until it's in place. Let's get some more digging done. There we go. So dig. No, not mine. Channel. There we go. So priority number 1, just across here. Priority number 2, of course, goes diddly here. diddly diddly here, diddly diddly here. And then if we go up to 3, we can do some more diddly diddling. Oh yes, diddly diddler. Diddly diddly dee. And then priority 4. So much diddly diddling. 4. There we go. Priority 5. And then we don't want to dig any closer because we need to leave that one, right? So if we go up to the... So down slope, down slope. Oh, we can go up to one more. We can go one further. Just on each floor we need to leave... What the figgins? Yes, 6. There we go. And then as soon as that's done, we can start on the next row, which is in fact a whole floor down. A whole floor down. A Z level below your feet. That's not advisable. Let's not do that anymore. Okay, so we've designated that. We've got a cage being placed to make it a little justice zone so we can cage up all the poor old lads down here. In fact, build J, was it cage? Yes, pop. We've got so many cages. Let's just go all the way round the back wall here. There we go. Get them out of storage. Get them in circulation. Get them used. There we go. Wooden cages, metal cages. We've got a whole load of cages. We'll also put some down here. There we go. Cage in here. That's a special little cage for really bad boys. That should do for now. That should do for now. A chain with a food stockpile in its adjacent square works best as a jail. Okay. That makes sense for our dwarven criminals. Maybe I'll do that for them. What's the chair near the vampire for? Yeah. We're supposed to... Hang on. Yeah, okay, the plan is I need to get someone to pull that. Add new task, pull lever, do it now. And then once that's closed, we can de-designate that, open this, and then let the vampire pick it up and put his chair in place. That's the plan. That's the plan. Whether or not it'll work, I couldn't say. I couldn't possibly begin to venture to guess. Wait a minute. What the... Okay, that's the Goblin Poet, right? Yeah. Wait, Goblin Poet, yes. Okay, fine. Carry on, everybody. No need to panic. Okay, let's get down here. Are they digging this out? Has anyone placed any cages yet? This isn't flashing yet. Oh, it's still not moved. Needs furniture hauling. That's fine. That's fine. You see, that's the idea. See, the thing with that plan is because we've got that little airlock area. So when we do send him out to actually fight, we're going to try and keep it semi regularly fed. So I'm going to put a little bedroom off that airlock, and then when we want to kill somebody, we just send them to sleep in that room, and boom, they get gobbled up by a vampire, which sucks for them, but is pretty darn sweet for us. I've just realised this isn't. The stairs aren't penetrating through, are they? Oh, they probably are. Yeah, we don't want to open this up to the cavern baffle. Doesn't make sense to do that. Doesn't make sense at all. We could dig a little annex around the stairs, maybe. Nah, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. Come on, somebody place the damn cages. How long can it take? Miners have already picked up their designations, but maybe we need a few more of them. Maybe I should go into therapist and assign a few more. I don't know, it's getting late. We are heading towards the end of the stream here. I've been going for 3 hours and 17 minutes now, and I note again that this recording is well over the hour mark. Ah, dear. What happened to the brave new world of half-hour videos that I was planning? I'll tell you what happened. It disappeared up my arse. That's what happened. Man, so much furniture. Got a few tables down here, actually. Maybe we should be placing some more up in the dining room. We've got one lonely statue. Let's have a look at the statue, see what it's all about. A dacite statue of Udib's sword. Nice. Let's have a little look. It's only worth 125. This is an exceptional dacite statue of Udib's sword saviors. The item is an exceptionally designed image of Udib's sword saviors, the dwarf and dwarves, in dacite by Science Kellum. Kellum. Udib's sword saviors is surrounded by the dwarves. The artwork relates to the appointment of the dwarf Udib's sword saviors to the position of manager of the Volcano of Lions in the early autumn of 733. And the plan is gone. What plan's gone? What plan? What have I done? What have I missed? Oh no. Oh, the half-hour plan. That's what I've missed. Yes, I've missed that mark by a fairly substantial margin. The magma kiln doing anything? We're making clay pots. That's cool. The magma smelters are melting metal objects. That's cool. Making spiked green glass balls. Melting metal objects. What are you doing? Aluminium armor stands and aluminium weapon racks, which is cool, and spiked copper balls, although I feel like we should take that order out, because we're out of copper, aren't we? Unless we've melted some copper items, I'm not sure. Okay, regardless, let's not keep it paused. Let's keep things ticking along. This seemed so promising at the start, but it's so inadequate now. We definitely need more miners. Maybe I should go and set the peasants to mining. Let's quickly check to see how the smoothing's coming along. I don't think we have that many smoothers left by the looks of things, because I'm only seeing this room having 3 people in it. That elven attack really took a toll on our Craftsdorf ship. Bastard elves. Still, we've got a nice fighting pit to throw them in. Watch them fight some ogres or whatnot. No, not ogres, trolls. We don't have any ogres here. I don't know where I got the idea there were ogres around from. Our food stockpiles are looking a little bit sparse, aren't they? You know, we've run out of aluminium, so we can't make aluminium armor stands. Let me just head over here and see if we've got any already made. Build armor stand. We have. Got 3. There we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. How about weapon racks? Weapon racks. That's R, isn't it? It is R. Very good, scoundrel. Well done. And we'll place those. We have 1. Okay. We'll place those in another line across there. And that'll be fine. That'll be fine. That'll allow plenty of training to take place down here. Oh. Soapmaker cancels construct building. Grieving. Eesh. Not a good sign. Not a good sign. Let's have a look at the bedrooms again. Anyone suspiciously lurking? We got distracted by the forgotten beast, but there's definitely a vampire roaming the fort. We've got a couple of people in their own bedrooms. That's fairly normal. Someone coming out of the dormitory. Haven't got any dead dwarves in there, have we? No, the hamster man's in there. Swords person. I keep looking at that blood, but it's naked mold dog blood. And spattered blood isn't the MO of a vampire. Spattered blood is, you know, someone who's not trying to be all secret about it. Oh, what's this? Taken by Mood. Solon Astislath, the brewer, is taken by Fey Mood. Okay, where are you? Let me find your little exclamation mark. There it is. Is that it? No. Shit. We'll find you. Solon. I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do this. Qsolon. There we go. The brewer. Brilliant. Z. Zoom to and follow. Excellent. Right. Let's go and see what they end up making. And then I think once we have our new artifact, we might have to call time, because it is, of course, 2:30 in the morning. I've been recording for an hour and a quarter, and I really should stop. I really should. I'm hosting a role-playing game tomorrow. We're playing the modern Star Wars games, not the old West End one. Should be fun. Should be fun. Come on, get down to the workshop then. Don't take forever. What's this table doing there? Damn it. I missed it somehow. Are you interested in Metro Exodus? Supposed to be in the lines of Shadow of Chernobyl, but released 2 weeks ago. I mean, it seems interesting, but also I often find that those kind of post-apocalyptic games sound good to me, but when I actually play them, I discover that they're just what I think I want, not what I actually want. So I can't say it's called to me. It hasn't called me out. And I must admit, bitter experiences with the previous Metro games, which I can't stream due to monitor madness. I've discussed it before. It winds me up no end. Because they look like good bloody games. I have heard some people saying they're not quite as good as the new one's not quite as good as the old one due to the sort of style change, but it's only on Epic Store. Huh. Meh. Haven't even browsed that. Right, okay, they've claimed a Leatherworks. Well, this is unusual. Don't normally claim a Leatherworks. They normally do use quite a bit of leather in the process of making legendary artifacts, but I've not seen them do it from an actual Leatherworks. Fuck knows where they're going, though, because the leather's all stalled by the Leatherworks, so... What do I want from a post-apocalypse game? I like the idea of focusing on the rebuilding. I want a post-apocalyptic type management game. That would excite me more than sort of like a scavenging, or not even managing. I like the sort of survival aspects, the sort of Minecrafty build and construct stuff. I like that. But like a proper, like, oh no, I'm always getting fucked kind of scenario doesn't appeal to me so much. I mean, I have to admit, I'm not sure I even like Fallout anymore. I started playing Fallout 4, and much as I enjoyed it a bit, I was sitting there thinking, here we go again. I'll probably return to it fairly soon and actually bang through the main storyline, but I must admit, it didn't have the luster that I thought it would. But there we go. That would be real cool. Claycree, what's that? Just check Steam. I only know about Epic Store because Satisfactory is only on Epic. First person Factorio/Factorio plus Subnautica. I actually saw something that reminded me of Subnautica called Volcanoids. I think I saw some of the Yogs guys play it. Not entirely... Like Shin and Duncan have both played it. That looked quite interesting. Although, again, not quite what I'm intrigued, but not quite what I'm into. Not quite. What does look good, but I don't think I would ever actually pick it up, is Ark. That looks interesting. Again, I feel like I'd like a game like that where you can actually have multiplayer and like we could have like maybe set up a server or something where we could all just, try and build something. Because, that's usually a good bit of fun. I mean, I did do it before with Minecraft, but, Minecraft attracts a lot of kids, and my stream is very much not suitable for children, so, I decided to knock that one on the head. Factorio, yes, Factorio does scratch a lot of those itches, it has to be said. Have I played Rebuild? No, but I did see something called Founding or Foundation. People have been calling it a peasant simulator. That looks quite interesting. Looks kind of Dwarf Fortressy even. But those kind of games do suck me in every now and again. But I often find that they're not very... People watching the stream aren't very keen. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, I say the people who are there are enthusiastic, but some of the people just don't turn up. Come on. Get that Leatherworks. Get that stone to the Leatherworks. I mean, what is he making? A stone and leather item. Very interesting. He's heading back out again. Oh, Rebuild. No, I think I've played... Did it start out as a flash game? Like a zombie flash game, and you send people out in parties and then they come back with news and supplies and stuff like that? Yeah, no, I think I have played one of the varieties of it. I think it was there was like a flash game version of it. Rebuild, yeah. Yeah, that was quite good. I quite like those games every now and again. Although I have to say, I do feel like, much as much as Resident Evil 2 has scratched my nice-looking graphics games itch, I feel like I would like to try and go for something that's a little bit more taxing on my GPU rather than my CPU, because Dwarf Fortress, God bless its little cotton socks, it may be an amazing, fantastic game, but it ain't that pretty. And sometimes you want some pretty stuff. Pretty graphics. You got a pretty pixel there, boy. Oh no, I was about to launch into the Deliverance thing, and that wouldn't have gone down well. Shouldn't go down well anyway. Not necessarily wouldn't, but shouldn't for sure. More petitions. Let's have a look at these petitions and see who wants to stay here. I'm afraid I'm going to deny your request, Cadol, or am I? Okay, we can do a purge if loads of elves end up in the fortress again. Let's just let these people stay. Let's set the old follow again, because I feel we broke that. There we go. What is it about dwarves in moods and selecting distant hunks of stone? They seem to be hell-bent on choosing the most medianly placed piece of rock they can find. I could go for one that's the furthest away, but I can't be bothered to figure out which one that is, so I'm just going to go for one that's a good long way away. No more vampire attacks. Or at least I've not noticed any more vampire attacks, so that's good, isn't it? See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil? That's not even the order they go in normally, is it? I don't know. They might pick the closest, but it might be on a different Z level. That's true. That's a good point, yeah. Physically closest, but path-wise, very far away. Come on, lad, get into your bloody thing. I'm regretting saying we'd wait for the thing to be made now. I want to go and have something to eat and go to bed. I'm hungry and slightly tired, although I may end up watching something after this. Not that you guys need to know, not that you're interested in what I'm doing after the stream. This is the bit that you're interested in. And then again, I could just sit here and tell you all the things I plan to do when I'm finished. Like maybe I'll watch an episode of Project Blue Book. Or something else, maybe. Punisher Season 2, still got to wade through that. What else have we got going on? I don't know. So many options. There might be some good anime. Could we watch some of that? That'd be good, although I think I'm up to date on everything at the moment. I've been enjoying Mob Psycho 100 lately. Utterly irrelevant to Dwarf Fortress. A lot of you are sitting here going, what the fuck is this? Why am I even listening to this idiot? But trust me, it won't last for long. Once this guy's built his instrument, if it's an instrument, I don't know why I thought it would be an instrument. What kind of instrument would you make at Leatherworks? Bagpipes. Bellows for an organ. He could be making a musical instrument. We'll see. We'll figure it out once it's been done. Shadow of the Tomb Raider, 50% off. I've still got the first Tomb Raider of the reboot series to play through. It's sitting in my library and I haven't given it nearly enough time. I just keep getting other stuff first, you know. Drums are Leatherworks. Yes, that's true. We could be making a drum. Where are you going now? Surely like loads of leather and tons of rocks is enough to make something. What could he be going for? It's either bone or I don't know what it could be. Well, he's not going for bone. He's heading to the bedroom zone. Maybe he has a bone and that's why he's going. Oh, disgusting scoundrel. What's this? Is he going to vamp? Is he going to reveal vampirism? No, he's going for a rock. And he's going to slowly lug it back to the workshop. 1 square at a time. He lugged it 1 square at a time, and it didn't cost him a dime. Dear oh dear, I shouldn't really try and mimic Johnny Cash, it's just not fair. I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. I don't know why that didn't even begin to sound like Johnny Cash. Probably sounded more like Trent Reznor. Come on. Oh my god, he's moved about 6 squares since I started doing that tedious little bit. Guys, I think we're going to have to look away. Let's see, while we're here, let's see how the thingy fares. You know, the pit. Oh, all the diggings. Oh, they've placed the cages. And look at this. We've got a boar. And a cow. A sow, not a cow. And the elves have started getting put in. Ah, brilliant. Brilliant. Let's check the... yes, they've reset all the traps. We don't even have to make it a justice zone. They just put the elves in the cages where you've designated the space. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Ah, I'm chuffed about that. Let's place some more cages then. B, J, Tee-hee. Tee-hee. Oh dear. Okay, let's put more cages. Hopefully we'll end up with enough cages to keep everything we've captured in here. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Oop, missed a spot. There we go. And we're good. That's all the cages placed. We have a ghost. Ooh. Ooh. I surround my potential mood shops with platinum diamonds, cut and uncut flux stone, all the nice stuff. Seems like a plan. Seems sensible even. Seems like a wildly clever idea. Let's just scoot down here. There we go. And now we can start, digging this out. D, that's G, not D. What are you doing? D, H, priority 1. Da, 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 da. Priority 2. Da, 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 da. Priority 3. Da, 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 da. Priority 4. Da, 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 da. Priority 5. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Actually, today I introduced my kids to Super Mario World. I've got an emulated version of it and let them sit down. And I thought they would, not be that keen on it, or they'd just argue about who was playing. But once they got used to the whole Mario then Luigi dynamic, they just played nicely together. It was lovely, actually. Frankly, absolutely lovely. Okay, there we go. Let's unpause the game after I paused it there, saying I was unpausing it, and have a little scooch through the fortress just to see if there's anything we can do before I finish, because I feel like waiting for this to get made is a fool's errand. Maybe it can be a nice little treat at the beginning of the next session. Perhaps. When placing the cages, there is an option to select a specific cage which allows you to only place cages with enemies in them. Ah, okay. Well, that's for next time. Ooh, someone's putting a tomb, a grave, in one of the storage spaces. So, with that in mind, let's see if we can put some more graves in here. B, N. Aha, we've got a few. Good. Very good. Very pleasing. Oh, very satisfactory. There we go. Any more? That's a bed. Have I just placed a shitload of beds? I have placed a shitload of beds. Oh, for fuck's sake. What am I doing? There we go. So, build N. There we go. Coffin. Lovely. Okay, let's be a bit more sensible this time. Keep placing coffins. Boom. That's all the coffins we have placed. Nice. Am I interested in Life is Strange? I watched a bloody theory video that spoiled it for me, and I wished I hadn't, because I watched it and went, oh, actually, this looks pretty damn good. And I actually sat down with Kel and we started the demo of it, and we never actually picked it up again, which is a shame. Weirdly enough, I know this is heretical, but the only games that have really sort of struck a chord with us both at the same time that we sat down and played through are the first two David Cage games, Heavy Rain and what's the one with Green Goblin?
I'm something of a scientist myself, you know.
Beyond Two Souls. That's the one. We played that one. We really got on with those. They were good fun to play together. And I thought that Life is Strange would end up being similar, but we just didn't pick it up in the same way. Just didn't keep coming back to it. Beds, coffins, what's the difference? Good point. I mean, you could bury someone in a bed. It's entirely possible. It's not the wildest thing anyone's ever done. I've heard of people being buried in very exotic containers. Exotic containers. Oh, look, one of the elves fell down here and broke their legs last time. Oh, what a tragedy. Oh, Zuspagaz. Poor old Zuspagaz. Well, maybe you'll think twice before you attack us again. Good. Good. I look forward to hearing your anguished screams as you slowly pass on. Die, die, die. Well, not too quickly, of course. Do suffer first. I wouldn't want to see you escape. Okay, where are we? Still not all... These cages haven't all been placed. It seems like a lot of the trolls have been missed. What's this bad boy again? Oh, a giant hamster. Supposedly a very large hamster. Oh, we didn't remove all the tables from this dining room. Okay. There we go. A few more tables available. Have we put the kitchen setup in down here as well? Yes, the stills are operational.
This distillery is fully operational.
How's the strange mood? Good point. Good point. Let's have a little look-see. He's just headed back with a bit of stone and... What you gonna do? What you gonna do? I must have tanned hides. I must have bones. I must have plant cloth. I must have rock. Well, I think we should have all of that. Cut gems as well. Tanned hides. Bones. Plant cloth. Maybe we should designate some animals for butchery just to make sure. He definitely has rock. I has rock. So it's either bones. He had to go up for tanned hides, didn't he? So it's probably bones or hide. Tea to check what they have. Okay. Tea. There we go. So he's got slate, goat leather, stray billy goat bones, rope reed cloth, slate. So he's got stone, leather, bones, and cloth, which is... So just cut gems then? Do we not have any cut gems? I've not been using them for anything, so presumably we still have gems. Hang on. Z, stocks, cut gems. We should have 200. Can I? No? Okay. Alright, well, we should have cut gems. Anyone else got any idea? Maybe if I... What's this? Rough ruby cells. Are we actually cutting any gems? Cut shawl and resin opal. I bet we don't have any of them. I bet that's why. Hang on. Z... stocks, search, wait, that's not it. Stocks, there we go. Enhanced view, and then we'll search for cut. Yeah, look, baguette, cut bone opals, heliodors, spinels, pyrope skulls, tanzanites, zircons, sunstones, morganites, purple spinels. We've got plenty. Bookkeeper not doing their job. Task wasn't active. You have a gem cutter? We should have a gem cutter. Although I think he might also be the mayor. Let's pause the action. We should have tons of them though. I'm going to go over to the therapist quickly. Oh my god, this video is an hour and a half now. Hello again. Should be goodbye. Let's go to labours, sort by nothing, look for gem cutting. Yeah, the bloody mayor's their only gem cutter. Ah, okay, let's find a peasant. Current job? No. No. Profession. There we go. Scroll down to the peasantry. We've only got 2 peasants. Well, one of them is becoming a gem cutter, and the other one is going to be... Oh, you're a vampire. Okay, fair enough. Commit. There we go. So now we have another gem cutter knocking around. We might end up with one. Vehemat, enable auto gems. How? How does one go about doing such a thing? If I click on the workshop, will it? No. No. in DF hack. Okay, and what do I type? Autogems? AUTOGEMS. Autogems is not recognized. Did you mean autogems-reload? Autogems is a plugin that implements one command. See ls autogems for details. Type enable autogems. Ah, yes. Hello, Sugar Dust. Welcome to the stream. That is a lot of children. Yes, we have a very childy fort. Very childy indeed. Right, enable autogems. There we go. Ah, that looks like it did it. Right, fingers crossed we'll end up with some nice cut gems. That'll be lovely, won't it? So how many children do we have? Let me have a quick... Oh, we can see here, 42 children and 3 babies. The number of babies is going down. That could be that vampire we can't find. Or, it's probably the vampire, or they're growing up into being children. Which is nice, isn't it? That's what you want to see. You want to see them growing up. Man, we still have a shit ton of bards. Let's just check to see if any elves have infiltrated again. Just in case. Where is it? Race. There we go. Collapse the dwarves. Nope. Oh, hang on. If I read, let's see if that changes anything. Dwarves, goblins, hamster men, humans. No, we're all good. We're all good. No need to worry. No need to panic, everybody. Stay calm. Stay calm. Anyone know if strange moods need specific items? Like, are they after a specific type of cut gem? Well, that's a good question. Good question. Although that could be a problem. Bones, cut gems, tanned hides, or maybe they just need more of something else like hides and bones. Or plant cloth. We should have tons of that though. You've got everything. Why you no make? Maybe it's time to call it a night and save and figure this out next time because I'm confused. We have cut gems. Clearly did have bones. You know, let's quick while we're thinking about it. Let me go to the stick screen. We'll set up some butchery orders just in case that's what they need. So, what have we got? Cows, llamas. We can get milk out of those. The groundhog, we can kill that. It's not particularly edible though, is it? Maybe the pigs? Sow, boar. I think I've only had problems before with thread/cloth, which could be plant/animal/spider. Well, they want plant cloth, and they've picked up some plant cloth. So, I mean, I'm not entirely sure what's going on there. Right, what do we need? Stray reindeer bull. Well, we're not breeding reindeers, so you can get butchered. There we go. Any more reindeers? We ended up with bizarre reindeer complement. War dogs. Toad. Can't butcher the toad anyway. Or the chipmunk. Goats. Nah. Puppies. Haven't got enough of them to warrant slaughtering them. Donkeys we don't need, although the females can be milked. But we don't want them breeding, so let's kill the males. Got 2 male boars, but pigs could be good for breeding. Water buffaloes, yaks. Reindeer's already ready for slaughter. Reindeer bull again. There we go. Think. Gone through everything. No more reindeer. Looks good. Looks good. No, already ready for slaughter. Good, okay. We've got lots of reindeer meat and bones coming up. That's good. Sometimes they don't say plant cloth, just cloth. Well, this lad here is saying... I know you're saying that they don't, and that's what you've experienced, but I'm just going in here and checking. Yeah, he says plant cloth, and he's got plant cloth, because he's picked up rope reed cloth. So leather, leather, leather. Bones, cloth, slate. It has to be gems, doesn't it? Just has to be. Right. Priority number 1. Again, we're going to have to start picking at the walls, get some gems out. Hopefully that will lead to gem cutting. which will lead to actual making shit. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Ooh, I was about to start cutting these out, but it looks like that might be a bad idea with the magma so close. Let's leave them there. Sugar Dust says, I think dwarves requiring certain gems would be kind of game-breaking. Imagine having a dwarf requiring specifically yellow diamonds, the rarest gem. Yes, that would be a problem. Maybe my bookkeeper is fucking up. Let's have a look at the noble screen. What's wrong, bookkeeper? Ah, okay, he's got requirements. That needs a meagre office. Shit, okay, well, we've got offices right here. So this office here, make a throne room or study. Ah, there we go. Size room. Boom. Assign chair. Bingo. Bookkeeper. Oh, hang on. There he was. Single the bookkeeper. Bang. Good. Auto allocate to bookkeeper. Yeah, for now. We'll sort that out another time. Okay, so the bookkeeper's done. Who else needs some stuff? The mayor and the captain of the guard. Oh, Claycree's the captain of the guard, apparently. Remarkable. What does he require? Office quarters, dining room. Oh shit, we've got to get a ton of furniture into that damn vampire prison. What does the mayor need? Well, the mayor can just suck it and have one of these offices. They'll have to do. What about this one? Has this already got someone in it? Filthy's already got it. Okay. This belongs to... No, that can't belong to an animal trainer. Oh, that is an animal trainer just sitting in there. Assigned chair. Sorry, animal trainer. The mayor gets this one. And then we will auto-allocate it to the mayor for now. Bingo. Anyone else need an office while we're here? We can't do Clay Creed just yet because he's locked in a vampire security facility. So, what's the mandate? Export of animal traps prohibited. Well, I don't think we've made any animal traps other than a legendary one, and we're not going to sell that. You must have some basic gems. You've got a cutter in the therapist? Yes, we've just assigned a new one as well, so we have 2 now. Maybe I should take all of their other things away. Let me just go back to the therapist and we'll sort it out. So, let's sort by nothing and then go to gem cutting. These are the 2 people. Oh, the mayor. This guy already has the rest of his things disabled. He's not in the military, is he? Doesn't look like it. He's got no training. Oh, we should probably find some more military people to put in the military, haven't we? Because we've lost one. It's not a full strength unit. Absolute unit. Okay. Come on, Gem Cutter. Let's go back to the fortress one more time. Let this play out for a few more minutes and see how it goes, because an hour and 42 minutes is far too long for a YouTube recording. Nobody's going to watch it. Although, if you do, leave a comment. Let me know. I know at least 2 people will. I know that much. Really smooth transitions. Oh, well, thank you very much. I spent a little time cobbling them together. I've got a template thing, so I can just flip out the thumbnail and re-render it so you end up with a new transition screen. It's quite cool. I mean, I can share the setup if people want to. I do it in Blender. Oh, now I've said Blender, I want to go and do some more modelling. Oh, damn it. And it's too late. I can't... What? Did I miss something? Oh, it was bones. He just wanted more bones. Well, he's begun his construction. Well, we can wait until he's finished now. Come on then. Let's let this play out. Show me what you got there, Solon. Show me what you got. We can ignore that for now because that's all fine. This furniture here, is that forbidden? No, it's in a task. That's odd. Why is it sitting here in the hallway then? Ah, wait, has somebody dropped it? Probably. Okay, let's let it stay there for now. I'm sure we'll sort it out at some point. What's this leaf? Yak cheese and spinach leaves. Oh, sounds like a bit of a hipster dinner. Oh, another petition. Are you an entertainer? Eradicating monsters. Well, Zugot plan dashed. You can stay. If you want to kill monsters, you're welcome. If you want to just play music, thank you, but we have enough. We already have enough people playing music. We don't need more. Okay, what else can I do here? We could place some furniture for old Clay Creek. First of all, we need to get this one flipped. APN. There we go. And then we say this. Remove building. Bingo. And then wait until that gate's open, and then we can place it up in the vampire barracks. That's the way to do it, as old Punch from Punch and Judy used to say. Probably still does. I don't know. I'm unfamiliar with the current state of the Punch and Judy scene. Oh, look, they're leading some yaks to slaughter. How lovely. A chemist is visiting. Oh. What sort of chemist? Is he a Heisenbergian type chemist, or is he just a regular fella? Hope he's not flooding our fortress with clear blue meth. That would be unfortunate. Still no more vampire strikes. That's good. Hello, what's this? Oh no, it's not the mayor. I thought the mayor was asleep on the floor, but he's not. There's a bit of activity round here. What about you, Katen? All the chefs appear to be turning up all the time. Why is that? What is it about chefs and bedrooms, We're not going to catch the vampire in the act, are we? Highly unlikely. Okay, let's just do a quick sweep of the fortress, make sure we're not missing anything. These guys are all still working their little butts off. Maybe we should make some more of these. It was suggested that I should make more workshops with the magma. I can't remember. I think was it you, Vehamat, in the Discord? Maybe. Claycree's been sitting there forever, hasn't he? Just bored. Not doing anything. Just sitting there all on his own. Poor old Claycree. Still, shouldn't be a vampire. Okay, the caverns are looking okay. This is looking okay. When is he going to finish this construction? It's taken him forever. I've spent as much time as I can looking around. Maybe I should place some more armour stands if they've been made. Oh, no, cancels construct aluminium stands. Yeah, they can't make them. We've run out of materials. I should do a check of what they call bars and that kind of stuff I've got for metal. Ah! Solon Astizalath, the brewer, has created Kelshithath. Kelshithath, a frilly goat leather tunic. He claims it as an heirloom in the name of the family ancestor Kossoth Roadplunge. Let's take a closer look at this little thing, shall we? Control L, a frilly goat leather tunic. It's worth what now? 16 grand. Holy shit. This is a frilly goat leather tunic. All crafts dwarfship is of the highest quality. It is encrusted with round slate cabochons and round brilliant cut shawls, however you pronounce that, decorated with goat leather and goat bone and encircled with bands of round slate cabochons and goat bone. This object menaces with spikes of goat leather. On the item is an image of Utez Vigadoom, the goblin in goat leather. Utez Vigadoom is labouring. The artwork relates to the hunting of the great beasts of the goblin Utz Vigadoom in the unbridled hills in 417. On the item is an image of clouds in rope reed. On the item is an image of trillion-cut gems in slate. Beautiful. What a lovely item. Well, how nice to have a frilly goat thing. Whatever it was again, frilly goat leather tunic. Beautiful. And with that, those of you watching on YouTube, thank you very much for doing so. Goodbye. It's been a pleasure having you here, but I've got to go. So, see you in the next one, maybe. Bye.